Time is the most important thing you have when you're studying for your exams or preparing for your exams. So we left out the intro and we're just going to jump right into the first point. Know yourself when you're studying. What kind of person are you when it comes to studying? Do you listen to music when you're studying, or do you need a really quiet environment when you're studying? I really need a quiet environment when I'm studying. And so sometimes I actually had to take really drastic measures. I actually had to go to the bathroom to study because I couldn't get a really quiet environment. And it worked. It really worked. Although sometimes it was really unpleasant, but that was just a small price to pay for me to get down to studying and really focus. Repeat. I want you guys to repeat. Don't repeat straight after reading unless of course you need to or want to. What I mean by repeat is you study today and then after 3 days or 4 days, do the same work again. Maybe in a week or two, you do the same work again. Now you don't have to make notes of notes, but what I like to do is I use a pencil and I tick over my notes or sentences that I would have made, a circle with my pencil, underline keywords, and that really helps me to make mental checks of what I have understood and things that I've not understood and words that I think may be really important. Get rid of all your distractions. Do not disturb is your best friend. If you cannot resist using your phone when it's on do not disturb, that's okay. I have a plan for you. What you do is use your phone until it gets drained, right? Don't worry. Put your phone on the charger, but probably in a different room. When you get down to study, stop thinking about who's texting you. Stop thinking about who's trying to call you. Stop thinking about who's trying to get to you. What we want is you to make sure that you're present when you're studying. Because if you're not present, if you're thinking about who's texting you, who's calling you, or who's trying to get to you, then you're not studying. You might as well go outside and play. Okay, point number 2. I want you guys to stop panicking and plan your work. Stop panicking and plan your work. I know you've probably heard this a couple of times, or a lot of times, 1,000 times probably. Plan your work, biscuit guava, blah, 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 biscuit guava, but don't worry, right? Try it. Try plan your work. Blurry, if you don't know how you're going to be moving the next couple of weeks before your exam, how certain are you that you're studying smart? What we want to do is to make sure that you study smart. If you can plan that you're going to move from point A to point B, from point B to point C, from point C to point D. Wow. Let's get lit because you just passed that exam. Now, basically what you have achieved is clarity. And when you have clarity, you can have laser focus. And once you get into the exam, you start sprinkling that knowledge onto the paper. Point number 3, I want you to know that you can be your worst enemy. Do not procrastinate. If the time has come for you to do what you promised yourself you should do, you should actually just go ahead and do it. The battle is won every time you tell yourself, you know what, let me just do it. And then of course there's this other thing that we all like doing, or I don't know, a couple of you, I'll admit it used to be me. You read for 1 hour and then you know what, you take the whole year off from studying. The student in you takes the whole year off.
If you ever do that again, I'm gonna kill your parents, and I know where they live.
And then you need to stop lying to yourself. Probably get like a 50% and then use part marks and probably get 51.5%.
Shut the fuck up.
You know what? Let me let you in on a little secret. Your exam wants to kill you. Before you write that exam, before you sit down and start studying and preparing for that exam, I want you to be sure of what exactly you plan on doing to that exam. Do not approach the exam when you're not sure of what you're going to do to the exam. You might as well just sit outside and wait it out. The student in me is ready for blood. The student in me is taking first blood. And you know, we're going to be sprinkling knowledge and then we're going to kill the exam afterwards. Take those 3 things. Oh my God. Take those 3 things into account. When you're close to the exam, right? Every time I'm asked this question, right? Are you ready? Are you ready? I'm talking to you. Are you ready? If your answer is no, that's okay. Start working. You'll be fine. And if your question is, am I ever going to be ready? Or if I ask you, are you ready? And you say yes, that's the wrong answer. Because true readiness can never be achieved. However, guys, we are not going down without a fight. Let's go sprinkle knowledge in that exam. And after that, we murder it. All the best in your exam. I hope you're preparing for it.